from Winnipeg originally, now based out here in Ottawa. Very funny. Ladies and gentlemen, the Indigenous Steve Patterson, everybody. It's Don Kelly! Thank you.
All right, everybody, you can go grab your beer, Trevor. I'm going to introduce you anyways, just like the show. Just like the show, which, by the way, this is the Debating-ers, where we have two comedians argue over a point using a mix of fact and funny, and you, the audience, decide who is the winner. Now, who here has ever listened to, or maybe are fans of, CBC's The Debaters? All right. No good, that won't help you, because this is nothing like the heavily copyrighted and trademarked CBC The Debaters. No, any similarity is completely coincidental. I am not, for example, I am not Steve Patterson. I've pissed off a CBC listener already. Now, I'm not going to go for this flim-flammery. I will not put it. Look at that! I will not. The fucking CBC's copyright lawyers are here. There you go. The paperwork is underway already. Jesus! Wow, that's quick. Trevor, your wish is going to come true. This is nothing like I say. I'm not Steve Patterson. For example, Steve Patterson is a nationally renowned, loved coast to coast host of his own national show, and I'm in a dingy basement on Sunday night entertaining 40 people. So totally, there's no similarity. But folks, you are going to be choosing the winner, so be sure to pay attention. It'll be a lot of fun. Are you ready to meet your debaters? All right, that's great. All right. Your first debater is the host of Trevor's Pad and is also living proof of the paradox that comedy is the worst way to deal with depression. Trevor Thompson, everybody! Coming to the stage. You got his own lectern. And your next act is a good friend of ours here at Trevor's Pad. He comes out many times. He is as Canadian as maple syrup and as well loved in Ottawa as the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's Tavis Maplesden coming to the stage, everybody. Where are you guys? Should I be shifting over or is someone coming behind me? Yeah. Welcome to the rehearsal, everybody. Hope you're enjoying this. We're working it out. All right. Debaters. There's a couple mics right there. You can check them out there. Make sure they're working. Your topic tonight, as Syria teeters on the brink, as Canada heads into what is sure to be a divisive and nasty election, and as the climate change crisis threatens all of our lives on this planet, you are debating onions. Yes, onions. Most people love onions. A lot of people hate them. There is very little middle ground. Now is the time that we get to the bottom of this topic. So debaters, be it resolved that whereas onions have a distinctive and overpowering taste and smell, be it resolved that onions should not be part of any meal or recipe. Should not be part of any meal or recipe. Trevor Thompson, you are in favor of this resolution. You are first up to go with the opening statement. You have 2 minutes starting now.
Here, I say, hi, I'm Trevor. You might remember me from earlier in the show. I don't like onions, but it's kind of thing where it's like you like them or you don't, but it's just the taste what other vegetable do you have to waterboard for it not to assault you? You ever thought about that? What a load of, seriously, look, fuck you onions. Fuck you onions, yeah. How many, I can't get nachos. I can't eat nachos. They fucking bury them under the cheese. I'm like the Princess and the Pea. If there's accidentally a little bit of red onion in the lettuce at Subway, I gag. It's disgusting. Fuck you, onions, for making me cry. No. I cry on my own terms. No fucking vegetable tells me when I fucking cry. I have a daily crying schedule. I cry at the same time every day. It's at 2 a.m. while drunkenly watching that day's replay of Coronation Street, okay? In conclusion, fuck off onions. They're awful. Thank you.
Trevor Thompson, everybody. Trevor Thompson with a strong opening statement. And a message for the kids, fuck you, onions.
I need to clean up the language for the CBC.
It's about time someone said that, exactly. All right, next up, defending the honor of onions, ladies and gentlemen, opening statement from Tavis Mapleson. You have 2 minutes, Tavis, go now.
Well, Trevor stepped on my first joke a little bit, but let's go anyway. Okay, first of all, for a guy who never cuts onions, Trevor sure cries a lot. They should probably call this show Trevor's Sad. But I only have 2 minutes. But just look at him. Of course he doesn't like onions. He looks like a guy who likes to sit back and enjoy a nice bite of radish. Just sitting alone in the dark with no friends, eating a radish. Onions shouldn't be a part of any meal. Onions should be a part of every meal. Onions are the glue that binds a good meal together. You need onions. Take, for instance, caramelized onions. Without the onions, you're just eating caramel. And that's not good for you. That's diabetes. Ditto for onion rings. Without onions, your spaghetti sauce is just ketchup on noodles. And that's not acceptable anymore. That's white privilege at its worst. Liver and onions. Without the onions, you're just eating liver. You know who only likes eating liver? Hannibal Lecter. Onions are soul food. I'm not saying if you don't like onions, you have no soul, but that actually is what I'm saying. Trevor, you have no soul, and when you die, you will burn in a never-ending pot of French onion soup hell for eternity, and you will have deserved it. Onions don't just add flavor to a dish, they add color, they add bite and zest. And if you don't like life with color and zest, who are you? You're a lifeless husk, that's who. You're a discarded onion skin. The juice sucked out of you till you're just a dried out piece of paper only fit for the garbage can. In this metaphor, Trevor is that dried out piece of garbage. Thank you.
Tavis Mapleson, everybody. I don't know, that kind of got a little personal. What do you guys say? That just me?
Welcome to the roast of
That's
Trevor.
onions.
I'm not saying I disagreed with anything I heard. I'm just saying it got a little personal. All right, we now move into the lightning round.
Yeah.
Not the firing line. This is the lightning round. This is where I will ask some skill testing questions that may add to the argument or may help you decide who's really really put the research into this important topic that it deserves. I have questions right here, and we will, you guys just buzz in or jump in if you know the answer. Actual questions here. Here we go. Okay, onion-themed questions. The Australian-themed restaurant Outback Steakhouse has a fried onion appetizer that contains a whopping 3,080 calories. The name of this dish is what? Trevor?
Australian health food.
Australian health food. Very good.
Here, Tavis.
Tavis?
Tomorrow's diarrhea.
All right. The actual name of the dish is, anybody know what it is? The Bloomin' Onion. Have you had one? Yes. Do you highly recommend it? That's right.
Have some more rice
There you go. Some rice cakes.
It's got to be a prize. Well, I'm going to run out of rice cakes soon.
Yeah.
Somebody want a bottle of vinegar?
Someone deep fry those rice cakes for that man right there. All right. Next question. In the Beatles song Glass Onion, John Lennon sings, I told you about strawberry fields, you know the place where nothing is real. Well, here's another place you can go. Where is it? Trevor.
I can tell you where not to go, John. Out on the night of December 8th, 1980.
Not the correct answer, but good advice. Tavis.
Where can you go? To Outback Steakhouse. Now serving onions made of glass, which are somehow still better for your gut than that horrific diarrhea bomb, the Bloomin' Onion.
All right. Also not the correct answer, but very good, very creative. I'll give you 3 points for that. Does anyone know? Here's another place you can go. where everything flows. Kind of ties into...
That's actually the
Just like that
Outback.
delivery.
That's
Everything
actually
flows.
the Outback Steakhouse slogan, where everything flows out your backside.
Oh, now the Outback lawyers are going to be mad.
All right, we're getting 2 lawsuits tonight, which is great. All right. All right, your next question in the lightning round. French onion soup is ancient in origin, but experienced a resurgence of popularity in North America in the 1960s because of what? Trevor.
Because evidently the lives of dishwashers don't suck enough already. God, they're like a fucking blowtorch. You need a blow. Yeah. I was a dishwasher, believe it or not.
All right, Trevor's found his demographic right over there. That's good. That's good.
My people.
The hospitality people. That's good.
Dishwasher Union.
Resurgence of popularity in the 1960s because of what, Tavis?
The resurgence happened because of the civil rights movement. Onions actually paved the way for civil rights. And you know who hates onions and by proxy civil rights? That's right, none other than Trevor, whites only drinking Fountain Thompson. Shame on you, Trevor. Shame on you.
This will get on the CBC for sure.
We're going to stop the video now, Trevor.
Welcome
We
to
have some
CBC
video.
After Dark. Today we're going to discuss decriminalizing.
Okay, last question in the lightning round, not the firing line, the lightning round. Okay, according to the National Onion Association, yes, it exists, established in 1913. According to the National Onion Association, if you're worried about onion breath, you should do this. Trevor.
You know, your life is pretty fucking good if that's your biggest worry. I mean, fucking onion breath. Because I'm going to be living in a tent next month, and fuck, I might even have to eat an onion if someone throws one at me at the fucking corner of Bronson and the Queensway. Yeah. No? That's probably not the right answer.
But by the way, quick plug for Trevor's gig. You can catch him next week at Bronson and the Queensway. So, it'll be a great show. Bring an onion. All right.
I got something to say.
If you're worried about onion breath, you should do this.
Yeah.
Tavis.
I'm sorry. Onion breath? Onion breath? This is fucking Ottawa, bro. You start with baseline shawarma garlic sauce breath, or you get the fuck out, okay? Onion breath. Give me a fucking break. It's not really an answer.
Not really the answer, but a good point nonetheless. All right. The NOA says if you're worried about onion breath, you should do, it's actually a multiple answer. Eat a sprig or 2 of parsley, rinse your mouth with lemon juice and water, chew a citrus peel, or just get a hooker. I'm kidding, of course.
All that shit you have to do because of this fucking demon vegetable. Like, seriously.
Okay, it's
Trevor just drinks lemon water for pleasure. Nyah!
Alrighty, folks, it is almost time for you to choose the winner of this debate. But now we're going to hear one last time from our debaters. It is time for the final statement here, the closing remarks. Tavis Mapleston, you begin, please. You have 1 minute.
Thank you. Onion. From the French, oignon, which means... Yeah, okay. I'm from Toronto. From the French... Come on, I'll admit it. From the French, oignon, which means, if you don't like this, you're a fucking psycho. In Spanish, cebolla. Like, cebolla, gotta be a fucking psycho not to like onions. What's wrong with you? Green onions, white onions, yellow onions, red. Onions are a metaphor for the diversity of the modern world. And Trevor Pad here hates them. Does that make him a racist? Some would say no. But they'd be wrong. He is a racist. Also, I once saw him kick a small dog, but that's beside the point. You know who likes onions? Humans. You know who doesn't like onions? The guy who shot John Lennon. The man who destroyed the chances of there ever being a Beatles reunion, and yes, I see him in this courtroom today. That's him, Your Honor, Trevor Thompson. He's the real killer. OJ was framed. Judge Lance Ito was on the take. Attica, Attica! We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Do you want the truth? You can't handle the truth. I could have been a contender. Hasta la vista, baby. It's over, Attica, and I have the higher ground. In conclusion, onions are good.
Travis Mapleton, everybody! Travis Mapleton. The original thoughts of Travis Mapleton, pumping them out there. And now, the final word before you, the audience, pick the winner, goes to Trevor Thompson. Trevor, you have 1 minute starting now.
Let's debate onions, I thought, was the topic. Of this debate, but however, it seems to have turned into a series of slurs directed towards me and some popular catchphrases regurgitated for your pleasure. So, kiss my grits. That's for the old, it was Flo from Alice. Mac and cheese. I got a mac and cheese in Toronto. Mac and cheese, a very benign dish. Oh, cheese on that. Loaded with fucking onions. Who the fuck? Anyone who knows me would welcome a banishment of onions just because you have to listen to me fucking whine about onions. All the time. My father used to make me eat onions. Dad, you son of a bitch! You killed my brother, Dad! So that's why I don't like onions. Thank you.
Trevor Thompson, working a few things out on the debatingers. I'm very sorry, working some stuff out. All right, audience, it is now your time to vote by your applause. So first up, who thought Trevor's angry onion outburst owned the argument by applause? Very good. Very nice. And who thought Tavis's vegetable tidbits were the tour de force tonight? Oh, it's not that close. Sorry, Trevor. One more thing to fucking depress you. But that's good. That's good. It's your show, man. Your winner tonight is Tavis Mapleton, who has a special surprise. All of it. Tavis Mapleton, everybody.
Thank you guys very much. Thank you. I appreciate that. We made a side wager, and it turns out if Trevor was going to lose, which there was a slight possibility, he would have to take a big bite of an onion. Let's get into it, guys. It's a grab bag. It's green or yellow. Which one do you want?
As long as it's not red. Oh,
all right, keep it going for him, guys. He's gonna do it. Trevor.
This is what my career has become. I'm Joey fucking Chestnut with less money. Performative eating. All right. Oh God, I'm gonna.
Just a big bite. You don't have to eat it though.
Yeah,
keep it going, guys. Yeah.
He has a reason to cry tonight again. Thanks for coming to the debatingers, everybody. Let's continue on.
Okay, guys.
Okay, get up.
Tavis Mapleton, Trevor Thompson, everybody.
Thank you, guys. I'll bring him up.
Ta-da! I told you.
All part of my plan to take over the Trevor band. Welcome to Tavis's band, everybody. All right, no. I didn't think he was serious about having to puke. I wouldn't have made him eat that. But guys, your last act. Have you had a good time tonight?